one and all to the K.O.E. Nation for a very special spirits review, and it is the final. Yes, T. Open it up.
Wait. There it is. Okay, there it is.
So, there we go.
The beauty. I do love the magnetized box.
It just
don't make it easy.
It just doesn't seem to like me all that much. So, folks, we have reviewed
the Madeira.
We have reviewed the Madeira. We've reviewed the red wine, and now we're at Bourbon Cask. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube and Twitch, and I am joined by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
the Tony G.
I'm looking forward to this one, folks.
Bourbon Cask Reserve. This is 19-year-old Glenfiddich Scotch Whisky, 40% ABV. Huh.
Disappointing cork pops, but what are you gonna do?
I mean, it's a smaller bottle. Maybe that has something to do with it. Hasn't been disappointing on the palate.
No.
The Mississippi, the father of all rivers. Great rivers run through the history of the American South. The Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas, and Ohio rivers flow into the greatest of all rivers, the Mississippi, and continue to south before finally spreading far out into the Caribbean at the great entrepot of New Orleans. These rivers were the roads along which the people traveled, cultivating the land, bringing commerce and industry, and around which the cities of the South arose. As the cities grew, so did America, whiskey distilleries producing Tennessee sour mash, bourbon, and rye whiskeys, which were carried down the Mississippi River on the great paddle steamers of that era to the bustling port of New Orleans. For many years, oak casks used for maturing American whiskey were shipped down the Mississippi River across the sea to Scotland, where they were used to mature Glenfiddich Single Malt Scotch Whisky.
Tony, take up your glass here. Give it a little nose. You're gonna want to give a nose full of this.
Wow.
Okay. The nose, I'm only going to describe in one word that I've now made up, but everyone will know exactly what I mean. The nose is Glenfiddich. Not wrong, am I?
No, not entirely.
It's Blanton's Glenfiddich.
I was going to go with Scrumdiddlyumptious.
I like it. So it's obviously got a lot of bourbon notes, but on a all barley mash bill.
This is I shouldn't be surprised, but very, very bourbon forward.
Very caramel, vanilla.
Yeah. Not
a lot of oak, considering 19 years.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, no, not much.
Not as much as you'd expect.
Yeah.
Especially not from a bourbon cask.
Boy, this is going to be great. There's the yolk.
Mm-hmm.
And?
Ooh.
Mmm. Oh. Beautiful vanilla finish, actually. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
A+. Oh. Actually. So, this was, these were Old Forester barrels, apparently. Wow. Yeah, like a toasted, marshmallowy. Yeah. Wow. Really, really good finish. Wow.
If you leave it on for full 19 seconds, it just becomes bourbon.
Yeah.
With each more second, except for that barley mash bill. It's barley bourbon, for lack of better terms. Goodness gracious. God, Tony. Yeah. It's ascendant whiskey. I don't know what to make of this.
That's beautiful. This is a 3 for 3.
Yeah, every single one of these have been amazing. So, Tony, we now find ourselves at the point where we have to grade this on a 5-star scale. I know, it's unfortunate.
Wow.
We're going to grade this as a single malt scotch.
All right.
As a scotch, cask-aged spirit, and then shelving, and then for those new to the show, the secret 5th question. Right. So, as a single malt Scotch whiskey.
4.75.
Tony Likey?
Yeah, I like you.
Tony Likey.
That's fantastic.
I'm going to disagree, but only just, and I'm going to give it 4.5.
Okay.
Only because of its heavy bourbon influence, some single malt snobs might be skewed, but I don't imagine, like, most single malt is aged in bourbon.
That's what I mean.
It's Bourbon Cask.
That's why I didn't initially think about detracting the rating because of it.
But I'm going to stick with it.
Okay.
4.5, still damn good whiskey. So now we move on to Scotch whiskey.
As a Scotch, you're right, it is very heavy bourbon influence, which no complaints here, but a purist might have complaints, so 4.25.
I'm going to disagree with you, but only just. I'm going to stick with 4.5. I think this is just ascendant stuff. This is some of the heaviest hitters in Scotch whiskey that you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get your hands on. So
yeah.
Yeah. Now,
that finish is gorgeous.
As a cask-aged spirit, T.
Like I'm just thinking of Old Forester on the finish. It's beautiful. Like the 1910 specifically for some reason. Oh.
Yeah. That toasty beautifulness.
As a cask-aged spirit, I'm going to go 4.8.
4.8.
Yep.
Now, Tony, as a cask-aged spirit, I'm going to disagree with you, but only just.
Only just.
I'm not going to give it 4.25.
No.
I'm not going to give it 4.5.
No.
4.75 ain't quite there. 4.8
is what I said, yes.
I'm afraid that's just being a little too conservative here. But I'm not going to give it 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but BAM! 5 stars as a cask!
Wow.
Aged spirit, folks.
It's that good.
Yeah,
I
mean,
good.
This
is stupid.
Yeah, it swings way above its weight class.
So here we are. We're through all 3 of these, and this...
We have... Now, hang on.
Wow.
Hang on. Before we get there, we've got a couple more questions to answer.
Yes. Sorry.
First, we have shelving.
This is a top shelf.
Obviously. Yes,
Glad
I
we
will
got
agree.
through that.
Now, when this bottle runs empty, this is the secret 5th question.
Hell yeah.
Will I seek another one? Yeah, if I can find one anywhere
Hell
here
yeah.
stateside, you bet your ass I am.
This... Wow.
So,
wow.
Now, Tony, we have arrived here. We have done all 3 of these beautiful, marvelous Age of Discovery bottles. All 3 of them. Just marvelous, marvelous stuff. Now we get to the unfortunate part where we have to rank them.
Okay.
We'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
Which
Red
one?
wine.
Okay.
I like it. Actually, I loved it. But it's the bottom.
God, here's the problem is the grading is so slim.
Yeah.
Because I love all 3 of them. I'm going to agree with you.
Yep.
And it's not bad. It's just the other 2 are so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So number 2, it's bourbon, right?
Yeah, it's bourbon.
So that would leave number 1 to be
the Madeira,
this
easily.
beautiful
Insane
19-year-old Madeira cask edition.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say probably the best Glenfiddich I've ever had.
I love Glenfiddich.
Probably the best Speyside I've ever had.
Glenfiddich 15 and 18
Top 10 Scotch even.
Amazing. 21 is one of my absolute favorites. It's so damn good, but this is just next level. Like, this hits above its class in terms of ABV and proof. It's so complex, you don't even know it's as light on the ABV content as it is.
Now, this cost me $120 USD for
That's
this whole...
worth it.
I was about to
That
say,
is worth it.
just to get your hands on this, this Madeira cask.
Yeah.
Because then even the other two are still amazing stuff.
What are these? 200, 300?
200 milliliters.
200 milliliters. So you're getting 600 milliliters of whiskey for $120. Honestly,
it's like an extremely expensive bottle of scotch, but you're getting 3 different kinds and one of the best in all the world.
Each bottle costs about $40 a pop, which it's a little
steep.
It's a little steep for 200 milliliters, but I cannot tell you how good these are.
You get to discover with all of us.
Honestly, like at some point, I'm probably just gonna have to seek out an entire box myself. Like, I would gladly pick up an individual bottle of any of these if I saw it. If they make it. But do I have to go to the Glenfiddich distillery to get just a bottle of this? Probably. But if I can get just a box of all 3.
But why?
Oh, darn. What a shame that would be.
Glenfiddich, if you're watching, I mean, I know they are. I mean,
they
we're basically their daily like work prep. Like, so, has K.O.E Nation put up a video about us today? If not, we're fucking up. Like, we're Glenfiddich. We should be front and center of the K.O.E Nation. So,
wow.
Tony.
Wow.
We saw, and we discovered in the age of discovery.
I knew they'd be good. I just did not think they'd be this good.
So, T,
I'm blown away. They're all really friggin' amazing.
T, without further ado, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this discovery, this age of discovery, where we came and we did the round robin. We did all 3 of these amazing Scotch whiskeys, and we discovered. And folks, you can find this. Consider yourself lucky. You are one of the lucky, the few. So, yeah, Tony, thank you for joining me on this Scotch
Thanks for
journey.
having me.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube and Twitch. You can find this guy at Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. Thank you for being here. I hope to find every last one of you back here at the K.O.E Nation. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. Raise a glass to yourselves. T, this is fucking awesome. Catch you later, folks.
Smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive. Nice. El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah. See.